and I think I've just hit another Roman brooch. I'm going to take you over there now.
Detecting takes us back in time. Echoes of history in every find.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to Detector with Dale. Today we are in the horse paddocks. I was going to say stables, but obviously concrete might be a bit hard to dig through. But we're going to see what we can find in a load of horse paddocks in a historic village which has got Anglo Saxon heritage. So, you know, it's quite exciting. Hopefully we can find some Saxon bits, but here's hoping. Let's see what we can do, and let's make the theme Saxon. But just be prepared, although I might find some good stuff, I might not necessarily hit any Saxon bits, but we'll have a look. It's rare. Could this be Saxon? It's clutching at straws a little bit, but there's a little ridge down the back there which reminds me of a brooch catch plate. So it's nothing special, like I say, but it is something, and it is going to be medieval or earlier. So that is the first little find that I wanted to show you. Hopefully I'll get better stuff than that, but for now, in the theme of the video, that can't be ruled out. Well, I just had a heart attack. I mean, that looked the same size and shape of an Anglo Saxon penny, but I was dreaming, because that is just a button, would you believe? But look how much silver is on that. That broke my heart. Let's carry on.
That's not treasure.
Right, ladies and gents, I always do it. I have got you the customary musket ball. Now, if I find another one, I won't be showing you it, but as it's the first, and it's historic, because that's 400 years old, I am showing it to you. Lovely little musket ball, never hit anything, perfectly circular, so that's just been dropped or shot and missed. Right, now I don't think this is Saxon, but it is a square nail there, so that is at least 300 years old, but I'm not sure what it is. It could be a lot older. What is it, ladies and gents? Right, could just have my first coin here, ladies and gents. It's right in the hole. You probably won't be able to see it actually, but let's just zoom in. It's just there. If you can see that. Looks like a half penny to me. Let's pull it out. Now, is that a coin or is that a button again? That's fooled me. That's a big penny button. Oh no, thought it was a coin. Never mind. Right, I've got something in the hole. Looks round and thin. I don't think it's a silver hammered coin. I think it might be a jetton at best, but let's have a look. What do we think? Well, I don't want to rub it too hard, but that looks like a jetton, which is basically going to be about 500 years old, maybe 400 years old, and it was a kind of token, if you like. I think probably to pay for things, but I'm going to clean that up off camera and come back to you. Yeah, there's nothing on that, ladies and gents. It's too far gone. What happens in these paddocks and these grazing pastures is that animals tend to obviously do their business on the soil, especially obviously the number one, wee-wees, and the soil becomes quite acidic, and it sort of ruins the coins and artefacts if there's a heavy footfall of sheep and horses and cows. So Yeah, I'm thinking that might be like a token, a 1700s token, making it 300 years old. That's what I'm thinking now. It's thin, so yeah, copper token I would say, not a jeton. Right, this looks old, ladies and gents. I mean, that is a piece of rolled up lead. You can see it's rolled up. Now, it's very doubtful it's going to be Anglo Saxon, but the Romans, which was before the Anglo Saxon period, all those 1700 years ago, rolled up pieces of lead after writing curses on the lead with a oh, I can't remember what they called now, but they used to scratch the writing on, roll a piece of lead up and bury it or throw it in water or whatever as a curse. So you never know, that could be a 2,000-year-old curse tablet. Hello ladies and gents, just want to take this time in the video to let you know that I only use Unearthed UK for all my metal detectors and metal detecting accessories and equipment, so please give Graham and Mel a call on the telephone or go online, www.uneartheduk.co.uk, and you can even use the discount code UnearthedPartner. They are fantastic, they have got loads of expertise and they will give you free, no obligation advice, and then hopefully you can buy some metal detectors, metal detecting equipment from them. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. Well, ladies and gents, you probably think this is more 300 years old rather than 1,000 years old for the Anglo-Saxon period, but it would have had a loop on there. Now I don't know what this is. I first thought it might be a nail cleaner, but then that would probably mean it was Roman, and I don't think it is Roman. It just got that Georgian type of look to it, like the copper coins. But yeah, it's an artefact of some kind, but I'm not sure what it is. Again, you know, it's not going to be Anglo-Saxon, I wouldn't have thought, but I'm going to keep mentioning that period because that's what the theme of the video is all about, and we're in an Anglo-Saxon village here. Well, we've got the best find of the day out of that little hole there, only about 4 inches deep, and it is what I believe is Roman rather than Saxon, a Roman brooch. Now, again, I mentioned Roman earlier in this video, but that is 1700 to 2,000 years old. You can see the pin there, which is sticking up. It would have come down the back of that brooch, and there's a spring across there. It's hard to do with one hand, but there's a spring across there which is all corroded up, and that brooch would have come down and that would have fastened clothing. Now I will clean that up and come back to you, but I just wanted to show you straight out of the mud we've got a Roman brooch, so that's a good sign. I'll come back to you. I'll just give it a quick clean. You won't see much more, but you'll see it cleaned up a little bit. Right, so I've cleaned it up. You can see a bit more of the spring there, look. Spring loaded pin. So that's quite nice. Shame it's broken. It's in a bad state of repair, to be fair, but it's Roman. And I'm not sure if the landowner here has had any Roman off here before, because there was a detectorist on here at some point. Unfortunately they passed away and I got permission, but don't think he had any Roman, so that'll be nice to give the landowner a Roman brooch, even if it is broken. Lovely find of the day. Right, it looks like a Georgian or Victorian knife, pen knife. That's all that looks like. So it's nothing too exciting, but it's still a knife. And I was just thinking to myself, I found that Roman brooch now, so was that nail cleaner type thing that I found earlier a Roman nail cleaner type thing? So you start to piece together what's going on this land. And I haven't left the paddock, the one paddock that I'm in. There's more than one, but I've just literally just been in this one area, relatively small area, and yeah, we've come across the Roman. So, but getting back to this is just a pen knife, so I thought it was a spoon handle at first, or a knife handle, but nah, that's definitely going to be a knife handle, I think. So I'm just trying to get more Roman in the area that I found the Roman within the paddocks. So I've left the plug open just there. Zoom in. That's where the brooch came out, so that's a marker. Well, ladies and gents, my theory was correct. I've just found another fragment of a Roman brooch. Now this time it's an umbonate brooch. It's like a circular brooch. It's only a fragment though, but I have got some beautiful detail on this. So let's just show you initially what we're looking at here. See that enamel in there? Well, that would have been a beautiful brooch at one point. Let me just get the camera angle at right angle. Right, I'm just going to get the spray out. See if I can clean this for you. Just gently does it, because the enamel is very delicate on these brooches. Now this dates probably 900 to 750 years old. So 750 to 900 years old. And it's not far. I mean, it's literally 3-4 meters away from that last brooch fragment. Completely different brooch. So now I'm thinking that the Romans were here, and it wasn't just a random loss, that first one, because we've got a second part. So there you go. What do you think? That is a beauty. All part of the history of these paddocks. Let's see if we can get some more.
Did you know that the Romans took their cleanliness very, very seriously, to the extent they took daily baths together in big bathhouses to keep clean and to stop the spread of diseases?
Well, we're in the Roman area, but we're coming out of the Roman period. That is a lead bag seal. So that would have sealed up a bag of wool, for instance, back in the 1600s, 1700s. And they used to put a stamp on them to identify the company that they were from. So I'm not sure obviously what that company is, but you can see there's sort of like a gate on there, I suppose, like a castle gate. But yeah, nice little find. Well, I said it'd be a long shot for Anglo Saxon, didn't I? But we're doing well anyway. I mean, the Romans have saved the day. But I've now got what I think is at least a 1700, so 300-year-old, nice tomback button, I think it is. See it in the clod there, look. Looks to be complete. Often you find these in half, because they're a two-part button, but let's have a look anyway. Now you often find Roman, by the way, when I'm cleaning this up, you often find Roman where the Anglo Saxons have been, but obviously the Romans were there first, so the Anglo Saxons basically came along in the 5th century and started to live where the Romans used to live, because the Romans cleared out in the 5th century from the UK. So there you go, that is a tomback button, complete. I don't think I've ever had a complete one that looks like that, to be honest with you, but like I say, it's 300 years old. It's been in the ground and it's still in that condition, so no wonder they break more times than not. Beautiful. Right, ladies and gents, I have just moved just the other side of some ropes which divide two paddocks together, and I think I've just hit another Roman brooch. I'm going to take you over there now. Let me switch the camera around. Here we go. Right, so I'm just walking you over to the hole. Excuse the wind. Right, so we're just here, and I've just literally opened the hole, and I think we've got a Roman brooch there. Well, it's pretty obvious it's a Roman brooch, I think. So let me just put you on my chest and then we'll find out together. Right, so you're on the chest. Now let's reveal together. It's not Anglo Saxon again, but oh, this is complete. This is complete. I mean, my first reaction is it's one of those dolphin brooches, maybe 1st century, so we're looking at 900,000 years old. When I say it's complete, I mean it's got the whole shank on it, but missing parts of the T-bar and parts of the spring. But that is beautiful. The landowner's going to be happy because I don't think they've had any Roman off here. I mean, I'm into a Roman patch and it covers across two of the paddocks. So there you go, ladies and gents, we are on fire. Let's carry on. Well, I just had this. It's not Roman, it's not Saxon, it's a nice bit of decoration. I'd say that's probably Georgian, 200 years old, maybe in Victorian, around the same period, late Georgian, early Victorian maybe. I thought it was a bit of tinfoil at first, and then I cleaned it up and it was decoration, so that would probably be off some kind of furniture, I would have thought, or maybe a little jewellery box or something, but it's not part of the theme of the video, is it? But still nice to get. Well, ladies and gents, it is getting dark. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting, but it's getting dark. But I've just hit my first hammered. It's a tiny little hammered, tiny little hammered, and I'm going to clean it up off camera, but you can quite clearly see that is a nice little hammered coin. Not Saxon, but who can complain when you're getting hammered? So what I'll do is I'll clean it up off camera like I usually do, and I'll come back to you. But it looks like a little farthing, doesn't it? I would say that's probably an Edward farthing, but who knows? Let me clean it up. Right, it's cleaned up a bit, ladies and gents, but it's too dark for me to see or make an ID on that. I mean, what? I'm not sure. It's unusual. It's an unusual coin, that, so I'm going to take that home and come back to you, see what I think it is. But I mean, age wise, I can't even tell you. I mean, I think it's going to be at least 500, but it could be a lot older than that. It could be anything up to 800 years old. So yeah, that's a nice little coin, and I'm not really sure what monarch it is. So yep, if that's the end, that's been a good end. I mean, we've had a good day today. We've had Roman and a nice little hammered coin, medieval hammered coin. But also, I think that nail cleaner that I said was a Roman nail cleaner. It might be a Roman nail cleaner now, not Georgian, because I started having them brooches afterwards, didn't I? So I would have probably put it up on the video already. So but yeah, we didn't manage to get any Saxon, but I did say it was going to be a rarity if we did. But with the Romans here, the Saxons could well have been here on this piece of land. They were definitely here in this village, but whether they were here on this piece of land is another story. We've got a big pond beyond those trees over there. A big pond. That could be ancient, so we'll see. But anyway, I'll carry on for another 10 minutes. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Well, ladies and gents, that concludes today's proceedings. Please, if you did like the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube and also a comment, and I'll always endeavour to reply as soon as I can. And if you're feeling generous, please subscribe. Till the next one, I'll see you later. Bye for now.